Well, on YouTube, it's your boy TC back with another video, and today it's episode 2 of the Daily Gunners Talk. And the first story I'm going to feature in today's episode is in regards to the Portuguese midfielder William Carvalho, who currently plies his trade for Sporting Lisbon. So reports are surfacing, in the last couple of days or so, suggesting that Arsenal have identified William Carvalho as an individual who can actually reinforce our current midfield. So the report that I'm going by states Arsenal reportedly set to revive their efforts to sign Portugal star William Carvalho. Arsene Wenger is believed to have made the Sporting Lisbon ace top target as he aims to strengthen the midfield area for Arsenal. So Portuguese news outlets actually claims that Arsenal are about to step up their interest in the £27 million rated midfielder. The defensive midfielder, who's currently 25, has long been linked with a move to England, as a number of Premier League clubs have watched his progress in recent years. And now he seems to be right back on the agenda for Wenger and Arsenal. The North London side could find themselves short in the middle of the park as Jack Wilshere looks set to depart for either West Ham or the Italian side Sampdoria. However, those rumours in regards to Jack moving on to Sampdoria have recently been quashed, purely because they were offering £6 million and that wasn't enough, according to Arsenal. So the report further states that Arsenal also recently accepted a £10 million bid for Mohamed Elneny from Leicester. However, the midfielder himself rejected the offer Leicester was presenting and putting on the table for him. Based on the fact that Jack Wilshere is about to move on, as well as Mohamed Elneny, we are accepting offers for him. Santi Cazorla is injured. It basically means that we need reinforcements in that part of the pitch. And £27 million is not a high asking price, in my opinion, for someone with the stature and the playing ability of William Carvalho. Obviously, Wenger is still keen on the player himself. I would love to see him come in. He performed fantastically well last year in the Euros with Ronaldo and co, for them to actually go ahead and actually lift the cup in the end. So again, he's someone I'd like to come in. He's strong, very physical, brilliant player in the air. It will make a fantastic addition. We need that little bit of steel in the midfield, which may sort of calm things down, in the sense that we will be reassured that things will be okay if the rest of the team pushes forward. There will always be someone at the back to cover. So as mentioned earlier on, the £27 million asking fee is good enough for me. It's not going to cost a lot. And in today's market, £27 million may prove to be an absolute bargain. Again, the same story as Alexis Sanchez. We paid £35 million for him. We're most likely going to make a profit of at least £5 million of him. That's if we do sell this summer. So moving on, the next story again revolves around Alexis Sanchez, and reports are suggesting and surfacing that Alexis Sanchez has recently met with the PSG sporting director. So yesterday or 2 days ago, we reported that the PSG sporting director was spotted in London, hopefully trying to iron out a deal before Sanchez comes back to training this coming week. But it seems as if Wenger again is keeping his stance, he's staying firm. And yesterday he came out and said, again, he repeated himself, Alexis is not for sale to a domestic nor a foreign club. But Sanchez was spotted in Paris in a hotel that's regularly used by PSG to wine and dine players they're trying to obviously lure into their team, and Sanchez is one of those players. So it is a fact that he was spotted in France. It is a fact that the PSG sporting director was spotted in London. However, it doesn't mean that Sanchez will be leaving. But reports suggest that PSG are going to table a bid of £35 million, which is laughable. It's not enough for me. And they've offered him £500,000 a week. So we'll see. We'll wait for this to develop. However, I don't think this is going to happen, purely because Wenger has reiterated and has stressed the point that Alexis is not for sale. So another report coming out this evening that sort of caught me off guard, and I didn't realise that there are teams out there interested in this particular player. But reports are coming out this evening suggesting that Laurent Koscielny may be subject to a bid from Marseille. And obviously the report states that Koscielny himself has actually rejected the offer from Marseille. So the report states that Arsenal may be steeling themselves for the possible departure of some big names this summer, but one player who has definitely no plans to leave is Laurent Koscielny. The 31-year-old who joined the club back in 2010, so he's been with us for at least 7 years now, going into his 8th season. He has been subject to interest from French giants Marseille, but is emphatically confirmed he has no intention of abandoning the FA Cup holders. Koscielny, who's played nearly 300 matches for the club since signing from Lorient 7 years ago, is adamant he has no plans to depart, insisting he loves the club and he loves the London life. So this has actually come as a shock to me. I would assume teams will be put off by the fact that Laurent Koscielny is actually one of our starting defenders, as mentioned as well within the report, that he's made nearly 300 appearances for us. I believe he's got one more season left in him. It looked okay in pre-season. However, in the game I watched yesterday, which was against Chelsea in Beijing, where we lost 3-0, it looked a bit jaded. It looked a bit tired. So this is something I actually pointed out during the live stream I actually conducted yesterday, and Wenger then came out after the match and actually said the same thing himself. He said the players looked a bit tired and looked a bit jaded. However, I reckon Koscielny has one more season in him, and pretty much there's no need for us to sell him. He performed fantastically well last season, so I don't see a reason why we should put him on the market. Good on him for actually rejecting that offer from Marseille. And the next story today on Gunners Talk Daily is regarding Lucas Perez. So Deportivo La Coruna, which is a team we bought him from for 17.1 million in the 2016-17 season, have come back. They want to re-sign their player, and they've offered him a 10-year contract for a 28-year-old. To me, it doesn't make sense. He's going to be 38 when that contract comes to an end. This is based on the fact if Arsenal does accept the offer. However, I'd like to see him leave. He didn't play a big part for me. Came in the Champions League in some cup games last season, performed all right, scored a hat-trick against Basel in the Champions League, but apart from that, I don't remember or there's no memorable performances he put on for us last season that that's stuck in my mind. So a 10-year offer, if I was him, I'd definitely take it. I don't know what the transfer fee is going to be, but based on the fact that his career at the Emirates seems to be over, if I was him, I'd definitely take the offer to go back to Spain for the team I used to play for, Deportivo La Coruna. And the final story in today's episode is in regards to Hector Bellerin. So as you may all know, Hector Bellerin has been subject to interest from Barcelona for at least the last 2 seasons. And there has been speculation saying that he's not going to be returning to London this summer. However, he's put up an Instagram post on a little paddling board, and he's actually captioned it, "Going back to London," which gives us hope and gives us enthusiasm that he is going to be staying at the Arsenal this summer. So as mentioned previously, Hector Bellerin has been subject to interest from Barcelona for the last 2 years or so. So Hector Bellerin has had a bit of extra time off this summer purely because he was participating in a tournament this summer. However, he's been globetrotting around the world, and one of the images he's put up today on his social media platform is he's heading back to London. So I'm excited about this. I didn't want to lose him. He's a fantastic player. We bought him for so little money. It'd be an absolute shame for him to go on a big fee, even though it is business at the end of the day in regards to football. But I want to see him give us at least another 2 to 3 seasons performing well at the right back position. So what do you guys think of all these stories featured in this episode? So we've got William Carvalho. Do you think he's going to make a fantastic addition to the team? We've got the story of Sanchez, which continuously is revolving and evolving over the weeks, suggesting that he's met with the PSG director in France. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, as well as the fact that Koscielny has rejected an offer from Marseille to go back to France. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And the final story which was featured, do you think Hector Bellerin is going to stay or he's going to leave this summer? So please let me know what you think in the comments below. Once again, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.